Open the palms to the front, release the shoulders away from the ears. Standing tall, slightly tucking the pelvis. So switch on your pelvic floor. Draw the belly button in. Take a big inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, vertical twist to your left. I'm reaching the right fingertips to the front, the left to the back, and I'm looking to my left. So gently start twisting the spine. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist the other way. I'm bending both knees whilst I'm doing that. Carry on changing the sides. Inhale, reach up, keep the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, twist back to the left. I'm bending the knees slightly. I'm starting to think about drawing belly button in even more to fix the hips in place and trying to twist from the upper back. And I've got one more. Once you're back to center, reach up, inhale. And let's forward, slowly with a flat back if you can. Inhale into a halfway lift, lengthen the back. And exhale, forward again. Fingertips on the mat, on your ankle or the block. Twisting again, bending left knee, right arm up, inhale. Exhale, swap. Bend the right knee and reach the left arm up. One more each way if you fancy doing a little fold in the middle. Just to stretch into the hamstrings, feel free. This is my last one. Inhale into another halfway lift. Exhale, step back into high plank. Or the high plank for a breath. And drop the knees onto the mat. Straight into cat and cow, just bring the fingertips, the heels of the hands under the shoulders. Inhale, look up. Exhale, tuck the chin, tailbone. Couple more rounds. After the last round, come back to neutral spine. Look over your left shoulder, push your left hip to the left. Back to center, inhale, and the other way. You're trying to find your hips with your gaze, going side to side. You've got a side crunch going on in that position. One more each way. It should feel nice in your back. Maybe take it easier if there is any back pain. This is my last one. Come onto your front, keeping your feet hip distance. Mini cobras, hands under your shoulders or a little bit more towards your hips. Draw your shoulder blades together, starting with mini cobras. Inhale. Exhale, come back onto the mat. Make sure you press the feet onto the mat. Inhale, lift with the long neck. Exhale onto the mat. You can stay with that where I'm twisting 4 times, 2 each way. Inhale, lift, look over one shoulder. Exhale, back to center onto the mat. Other way, inhale, lift. Look over the other shoulder. Come back to center. One more each way. If the twisting is too much, just stay with mini cobras. Make sure your feet are still pressing into the mat. And this is my last one. Come back onto the mat. Sit back into child's pose on your next inhale. And stay there. Come onto the fingertips. Straight elbows, rock side to side. Come back onto all fours. Bring the hands under the shoulders again. Let's thread the needle first. Open up. Left arm goes up for me. Trying to stack the shoulders as you keep the hips above the knees. And thread the needle all the way through underneath your right armpit. Maybe pop your left shoulder and ear onto the mat. Do that 3 times. Reach back up. Right arm is straight, taking your time to use the back muscles. Reach high and exhale, thread the needle. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Take your time, right arm straight. Exhale, thread the needle and stay in that position. Keep your hips above the knees. Reach the fingertips to the right. Relax your left shoulder and the left ear onto the mat. See if you can bend the left arm and press the left elbow into the mat. And maybe make a prayer position. Put the right palm on top of the left. That means you can press into the left elbow slightly more. Maybe look over to the ceiling over your right elbow. Lengthen the spine, draw the belly button in. Feel that twist happening in the back. And then release it off. Untangle and come back onto all fours. So we can do the same on the other side. Finding neutral spine first. Opening the door to the right, all the way up, taking your time mainly with the first one. Big inhale here. And exhale, thread the needle. Taking your time. Twice more for me. When you reach up, left elbow is straight. And the last one, reach tall, feel the back muscles working, and thread the needle, stay there. Relaxing the right shoulder and the right ear onto the mat, waiting for the twist to happen, lengthening back. See if you want to bend the right arm, pressing the right elbow into the mat, and maybe pressing the left palm into the right palm. Pointing the left elbow to the ceiling, pressing into the right elbow, feeling the twist. And I'm definitely feeling the difference between the two sides. Slowly untangle, bring the left palm onto the mat, right palm onto the mat. Roll the shoulders back a couple of times once you're on all fours. And then let's reach the fingertips to the front, tuck your toes and push up into your first downward dog. A few pedals there with the heels. Spreading fingertips, checking that your hands are shoulder distance. Your arms are straight. Your neck is staying long, tailbone pointing up to the ceiling. I'm bringing the feet slightly wider than my hips. Maybe even bringing the feet closer to the hands. Lengthening between the heels of my hands and the tailbone. And let's twist again. Reaching the right fingertips towards the outside of the left leg. Maybe reach all the way towards your left heel. And look under your left shoulder. Gently pull with the right hand. So you're twisting that back. Change sides, lots of strength in the left shoulder blade. Center yourself first and reach the left fingertips towards the outside of your right leg. Reach as far down towards your ankle as you can. Look under your right armpit. And gently pull with the left hand. And then release it off. Find downward dog, spread the fingertips again. Bring your feet to the front of the mat, feet hip distance this time. Inhale into a halfway lift. And exhale, fold, grab the back of your legs, give them a gentle hug. Hang your head and bend your right knee a bit more, let the hips swing to the right. Bend the left knee. Let the hips swing to the left. A few times. It's nice on my back. Make sure you hang your head so there is no tension in your neck. And then bend both knees, round your back and come into a standing position. Roll your shoulders out on the top. Reach up, take a big inhale, interlace the fingers. I'm just going to face you. Put the hands behind your head, keeping the hands interlaced. Squeeze your shoulder blades together in the back, standing really upright. Release the shoulders away from the ears. Take a big inhale, fix your hips by bending your knees slightly and twist to your right as you exhale. Inhale back to center, push that your shoulders are away from the ears. Exhale to your left. Inhale back to center, one more each way. Try and look, face the hips to the front of the mat. So you need to twist from the upper back. And this is my last one. Once you're back to center, release the arms up to the ceiling, inhale. And exhale, interlace the back in the back behind you. Let's start opening the shoulders, rolling shoulder blades together. Maybe straightening the elbows if it's there, just holding it here. Let's take a couple of breaths while you're standing upright, tucking pelvis, lengthening your spine, feeling the opening in the collarbones. And then one more inhale to prepare for a fold. I'm opening the heart up to the ceiling, maybe a slight back bend, and exhale, bend the knees, fold forward from the hips. Keeping a very generous bend in the knees. Drop the head, the chest. Keep the hands interlaced as long as you can. I've got a Kali Mudra going on. I'm interlacing all the fingers except for the first two, making a pistol position, but you can just loosely interlace and release the heels of your hands away from each other. Make sure you hang your head, bend your left knee slightly more, and think about touching the left shoulder to the left knee whilst you're looking over to your right. Your fingertips are starting to point to the left of the mat. Come back to center, bend the right knee, think about touching the right shoulder to the right knee as you look over to your left, and let the fingertips or knuckles point to the right. One more each way. Anytime it starts getting a bit uncomfortable on the shoulders, just release and hold a forward fold. I've got one more. Once you're back to center, just hold it for another breath. Maybe focus on dropping the little fingers towards the mat to open the shoulders. And then release the fingertips onto your mat or shin. Inhale into a halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Find your shoulders above the wrists. First side plank, you can drop the right knee. If you're coming with me, you can drop it or stay in a full side plank. Keep the left foot flat. You can always stack the left foot on top of the right. Lift the left arm. Stacking shoulders, hips, drawing belly button in. And let's thread the needle 3 times. Take a big inhale as you look up. Exhale, reach the left arm underneath your right armpit. Look behind you, but keep stacking the hips on top of each other. Inhale, look up. Exhale, thread the needle. One more time. Inhale, look up. Exhale, thread the needle. Look up one more time. And come back into a high plank. Left hand down. Step back. Long spine, strong stomach muscles. Let's do the other side. I'm dropping the left knee. You can stay in a full plank. I'm pivoting on the left knee. Right arm up, stack the shoulders and hips. You can keep the right foot in the front of the left foot or stack the feet. Lengthen the neck. Inhale, look up. Exhale, thread the needle under your left armpit. Look behind you. Inhale, look up. Exhale, thread. One more time. Inhale, look up. Exhale, thread. Reach back up and find high plank. Right hand down. Push both legs straight. Push your weight forward. Inhale, preparing for chaturanga. And exhale, sink through. Drop the knees if you need to. I'm going all the way onto the mat. Press the feet into the mat and give me a full cobra. Keep the hips flat. Inhale, lift, twist again one way. I'm looking over left shoulder, but it doesn't matter. Come back to center. Come onto the mat. Make sure you press the heels of your hands into the mat. Your neck is long. Inhale, lift. Look over the other shoulder. Please be careful with your back. Come back to center. One more time each way. Inhale, lift. Press the feet into the mat. Long neck on the top. Feel the hip dropping to the other side. Back to center all the way onto the mat. Inhale, lift for the last time. Over to the other side. Come back to center onto the mat. Sit back into child's pose. If you can, keep your bum on the heels or lift up higher if your knees are unhappy. We won't be here for long. Straighten up and then let's twist here again. Reach both arms up. Inhale. Exhale, vertical twist to your left, pointing the right fingertips to the front, looking over to your left. It's vertical because your spine is vertical. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, twist to your right. I promise you we've got another 2. One more each way and we come out of that position in case your knees are unhappy. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to your left, but it doesn't matter if you're going the other way. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to your right. Come back to center. Reach to the front. Let's find downward dog. I'm rounding the back beforehand, always. Find a static downward dog. Push the bum high. Lift the right heel behind you, 3-legged dog. Squeeze the right glute first and then stack the hips. Point the right toes. Keep the right knee straight to start with. And once you've lifted your right heel as high as you can, check in with the arms, they are straight. And bend the right knee on the top. Point your right knee up to the ceiling. I'm looking on the right armpit. Level your hips. Take a big inhale. Exhale, replace your right hand with the right foot. If you can, tap the right tricep just for a split second before you do that, just for stomach strength. And then step through. So if all goes well, your feet are tram lining. Reach the right arm up when you're ready, easy twist. Left knee straight if you can. Reach a bit higher, take a big inhale. As you exhale, cactus your right elbow, bring the right elbow towards the right ribcage. Feel that you're turning your right shoulder up to the ceiling. Do that twice more. Inhale, reach up, make sure the left knee staying straight. Exhale, cactus the right arm. Feel that you're opening the heart up to the ceiling even more. Inhale one more time, reach up. Exhale, bend the right elbow, bring it towards your hip, straightening the left knee. Reach back up, take a big inhale. Exhale, side angle. I'm starting with the right elbow onto the right knee. Left heel pivots over, flat on the mat. Left arm up. Let's start out gently. Turn the right toes and the right knee to the front of the mat. Anytime you want, use that block on the inside of your right foot and place the hand there. Or if you want, reach the right elbow on the inside. Now stack the shoulders. Lengthen the spine. Feel that you're pushing the right elbow into the inside of your right knee. Come up into a reversed warrior. Bend the right knee more. Hinge up. Reach the right fingertips to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel down into a high plank position. I'm sandwiching the feet together. Big toes touching. Shoulders above the wrists or fingertips. Side plank onto your left. Flicking heels over. Good time to bend the left knee underneath you. Right arm up. Take a big inhale. Lift the hips higher. Thread the needle just the once. Keep the feet stacked on top of each other if you're there. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, high plank. I've got feet hip distance this time. Chaturanga, you can leave it out. Inhale, forward. Exhale, sink through. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Long neck, elbows pointing back. Press the feet onto the mat. Exhale, downward dog. In your own time. Inhale, lift the left heel behind you. Three-legged dog. Squeeze the glute first, keeping the hips square. And then start stacking, opening the hips, keeping left knee straight just for another breath. Bend the left knee, pointed up to the ceiling, and straighten both arms. Level the hips. Take a big inhale. Replace your left hand with the left foot if you can. Tap the left knee to the left tricep as you're getting there. Once you're there, easy twist, left arm up. Taking your time to reach the arm up. Turning left shoulder up to the ceiling. Opening the heart up. Right knee straight. Cactus arm. Inhale, look up. Exhale, squeeze the left elbow behind you. Inhale, look up. As you bend that arm, send the right heel to the back of the mat. And send the heart up to the ceiling. One more time, inhale. Make sure your right elbow is straight. Exhale, bend. Reach back up, inhale. And exhale, side angle, left elbow on the left knee. Right heel flat. You reach the right arm up. Set up that long spine. Open the body out to the right. Stack the shoulders, try and stack the hips. See if you want to reach down with the left fingertips onto the block on the inside of the left foot. But if you're there, stack the shoulders. Think about rib cage, shoulder, hip on the right side, all opening up to the ceiling. Reverse the warrior, bend the left knee a bit more. Hinge up. Left arm traveling up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, high plank. Push the left foot back as you're framing the front foot. Sandwich the feet. Touch the big toes. Side plank. You can bend the right knee or flick the heels over to the right. Lift the left arm. Lift the hip high. Take a big inhale. Exhale, thread the needle. Just the once. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, high plank. Come forward. Inhale, get ready for chaturanga. And inhale, exhale, come onto your front and stay there. I'm untucking the toes. I'm reaching the right fingertips to the front of the mat. Reaching left arm back for a quad stretch. Good time to grab the strap if you need one. Before you grab the left foot, squeeze the shoulder blades and draw in the belly button. And then bend the left knee. If you can, flex the left foot and grab the ankle rather than the foot. But it doesn't matter that much. Once you've got that front foot, squeeze the knees together. Press the right foot onto the mat. And press the hips into the mat. And hopefully you're feeling a little bit of stretch in the front of your left thigh. There shouldn't be any back pain. If there is any, send the tailbone to the back of the mat. Please be careful with the next bit. I'm squeezing the left shoulder blades. I'm squeezing the left glute. And I'm pressing the left foot into the left hand. That will lift my left knee. The bend shouldn't be coming from your lower back. It should be coming from a stretch from the front of your left hip. If you can, without any back pain, look to the front and lift the right fingertips. Point them to the front, lift them off the mat. Press into the left hand slightly more. And bring everything onto the mat. Release the left foot and change over. Left arm to the front. Relax your shoulders onto the mat. Reach the right arm back. Engage the back of your shoulders first. I'm engaging the glutes, pressing the pubic bone into the mat to avoid any tension in the lower back, and then bend the right leg. Flex the right foot and find a quad stretch. You can always stay with just the quad stretch. Squeeze the knees together. Press the hips onto the mat. Send the tailbone to the back of the mat. Lengthen the neck. Start pressing into the right hand if it's there. Make sure you engage the stomach muscles. I'm feeling the front of my right hip. And then look to the front without any back pain. Lift the left fingertips if it's there. Maybe push into the right hand a bit more. And bring it onto the mat. I'm relaxing the head onto the hands. I'm stacking them under the forehead. Bending knees, pushing feet side to side. Sitting through child's pose, finding downward dog. I need that rounded back. And then find your downward dog. Again, I'm putting the feet slightly wider than my hips. We twist again. Reach the right fingertips towards the outside of the left leg. Reach towards the left ankle. Straight arm. Look under the left armpit. Pull gently with the right arm. Change sides. Reach the left fingertips towards the outside of the right leg, towards your ankle if you can. Come back to center and reach the left arm to the front. Find downward dog. Come to the front of the mat into yogic squat. Widen the feet, turn the toes out. Leave your heels on the mat. We have 4 twists here. You can leave it out, mainly if you're feeling anything funny on your lower back. Before you start, make sure your heels are flat and try and flatten your back. You might be up, and that's okay, as long as your back is straight. Elbow on the inside, whichever way you want to go, and the other one is reaching up. Create a straight line between the fingertips, or think about it. Change sides. Elbow on the inside of the knee. Lengthen the back as you reach up. One more each way. Elbow on the inside. Back is long, reaching up. And I've got one more. Come back to center, press into the elbows one last time. Lift the chest. And forward, forward, hands on the mat, bum up high, heel toward the feet, hip distance. Inhale into a halfway lift and exhale forward. Round your back as you come into standing position. Reach up on the top, inhale. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind you. Open the chest again. Kali Mudra with me if you want. Make sure the elbows are straight and you're squeezing shoulder blades together. Inhale, look up, prepare. Exhale, forward. I've got 4 twists again, just like before. Bend the right knee, think about touching it to the right shoulder, looking over to your left. If you don't like that, you can leave it out, but hopefully you've got more and more twist in the back and your hamstrings are getting longer. One more each way for me. Release into a forward fold. One more. Try and hold it for one more breath to open the shoulders. Drop the little fingers towards the mat. And then release the fingertips onto the mat. Inhale into a halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Sandwich the feet together. Big toes touching. Get ready for a chair pose. Sweep the arms up as you sit your bum low. Inhale. Make sure you're squeezing the knees together. Exhale, hands to heart center. Keep your spine long, look over to your right and twist and hold without placing the elbow onto the knee. Feel that your knees are staying together. Feel that you're twisting from your back muscles, your core muscles. And now press the elbow into the knee, but check in with the knees, they are staying firmly squeezed together. Once you're there, lengthen the spine. Think about thumb coming to the middle of the chest with a long spine. It might not happen, it doesn't happen for me, but I'm trying. Right elbow pointing up to the ceiling. See if you want to straighten the elbows and stacking the shoulders on top of each other without collapsing into the left shoulder. Knees are still staying together. For me, they really want to glide away from each other. Hands back to heart center. Reach up into chair. Take a big inhale. Sweep the arms up. And exhale, fold. Lovely relief on the thighs. Let's do the other side. Inhale into a chair pose. Squeezing the knees already. Exhale, hands to heart center. Twisting to your left without leaning. Straight spine. Check the knees. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Press the elbow into the left knee. Lengthen spine. Press into the heels of the hands. Thumb is trying to come to the middle of your chest. You're going to feel the difference between the two sides. Straight elbows if it's there. Stack the shoulders. Lengthen the right shoulder. Knees are staying together. Hands back to heart center. Sweep up into chair. Inhale. And exhale, fold. Give it a halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, high plank or chaturanga if you're ready. I'm taking an extra breath. You can leave it out. Inhale into cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Lift the right heel. Three-legged dog. Stack on the top. Bend the right knee. Hold it for one more breath. Arms are straight. Opening the hip. Level the hips. Inhale. Exhale. Replace your right hand with the right foot. Exhale. Give your tricep a tap if you're there. Reach the right arm up. Take a big inhale. And pop the left knee onto the mat. Make sure you push it a little bit towards the left side of the mat. Let's come into a vertical twist. I'm still looking to my right, opening the arms out. Again, your spine is vertical. So if you need to ease out of the right knee, please do. Right fingertips pointing to the back. Feeling that twist in the back, shoulders away from the ears. Hands to heart center. Press the left elbow into the right knee. Same thing as before, lengthen the spine, pointing the right elbow to the ceiling, pressing the heels of your hands together and thinking about thumb coming to the middle of the spine, middle of the chest. See if you want to open the elbows. Keep pressing the right knee towards the outside of your right side of the mat. Keep reaching the right shoulder to the ceiling. And let's release the twist by reaching both arms up into crescent moon. Take a big inhale. Reach up tall. Give it a slight back bend as you exhale. Frame the front foot. Lift the back knee. Step the left foot in the middle of the mat. Pyramid. I'm tramlining the feet, so there is quite a bit of distance between the 2 feet. Toes are pointing to the front. I'm bringing the hands onto the thighs, bending the right knee slightly. I'm going to lengthen the spine. Put your hands on your hips and think about pushing the right hip towards the back of the mat and lengthening the spine. Hold it here. Maybe straighten the right knee, but keep a micro bend there. And you should feel the right hamstrings working. Forward onto the thigh. Release into a hamstring stretch. If you have the blocks, put them around the foot. Or reach the fingertips towards the left foot. Keep sending right hip to the back. Left hip to the front, and send the left heel onto the mat. Press it onto the mat. Let's revolve the triangle. I've got left hand on the block on the inside of the left foot or the outside. You can always use your right shin. Find a position where you can straighten the back. Send the right hip to the back of the mat. For now, just put the right hand onto your right hip and turn the right shoulder up to the ceiling. Feel that the left heel is flat. Feel that your back is long. And then reach the right arm up to the ceiling, but point the right thumb to the front of the mat. Stack the shoulders. Send the left heel flat on the mat. Come back into pyramid. Release the right fingertips to the mat. Let's go into standing split. I'm framing the front foot. Bend the right knee first and lift the left heel behind you. Very slowly. My right hamstrings are already screaming. Start dropping the head and shoulders. Start lifting left heel higher. Grab the back of your right shin. Sorry, the calf, I mean, or the right heel, and pull gently if you want. And you can lift your left heel higher if you want. Drop the left foot in line with the right foot. Feet hip distance. Inhale into a halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Round your back, bend the knees as you come up into standing position slowly. Roll the shoulders out on the top. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, interlace the fingers in the back. Open the heart, straight arms. Take your time to fill the lungs, prepare for a forward fold. And on your next exhale, let's fold forward. 4 twists, again, bending one knee, looking over the other side. In your own time or leave it out. I've got 3 more. Feel that it's coming closer and closer to the knee. Take your time to twist as well. And this is my last one. Then drop the head. Drop the little fingers towards the mat. Keep the hands interlaced for another breath. Release the hands. Give me a halfway lift. And sandwich the feet together. Chair pose. Inhale, reach up, squeezing knees. Exhale, hands to heart center, twist to your left this time first. Keep the spine long, find the strength in the spine, and then press the elbow into the knee. Hold it for one more breath. Long spine. See if you want to open the elbows, straighten them. Sweep up into chair, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do the other side straight away. Twist. And when you're ready, press the elbow into the knee. Long spine, feel the twist. Long elbows if you want to straighten. Sweep the arms up, chair. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, going through chaturanga or leave it out. If you're coming with me, I'm taking an extra breath. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Find your downward dog for another breath. And lift the left heel behind you into a three-legged dog. Stack the hips on top. Bend the left knee when you're ready. Straight arms. Square the hips. Replace the left hand with the left foot. Give your tricep a tap if you can. Left arm up, easy twist. You should be feeling that your back is loosening. You should be able to do these twists slightly easier on your back. Drop the right knee onto the mat, vertical twist. Rise up, right fingertips to the front, left fingertips to the back. Release the shoulders away from the ears. Thumb should be pointing up to the ceiling. Hands to heart center. And press the right elbow into the left knee when you're ready. Press the heels of your hands together. Look up to the ceiling, lengthen the spine. Make sure you keep pointing the left knee to the front if you want to straighten the elbows. You will feel that the left knee wants to drop towards the midline. Keep reaching the left shoulder to the ceiling. Notice the difference between the two sides. Sweep the arms up, crescent moon. Take a big inhale here. Slight back bend if you want. Frame the front foot. Lift the back knee. Prepare for pyramid. I'm stepping the right foot towards the middle of the mat, but making sure I'm tramlining the feet so you're not standing on a tightrope. Make sure you have the block. I'm coming up onto the knee, onto the thigh first, so I can lengthen the back. Putting the hands on the hips, so I can lengthen it even more and send the left hip to the back of the mat, sending the right heel very firmly onto the mat. Hold it here. Find that point where you have a micro bend in the left knee and you feel the left hamstrings working. One more big inhale. As you exhale, release. Find a pyramid. Again, use the blocks around the left foot or reach the fingertips wherever they need to go. Left hip is traveling to the back of the mat. Right hip is traveling to the front of the mat. Press the right heel firmly into the mat. It always wants to come off. Feel the hamstring stretching in the left side. Revolving the pyramid. I'm lifting up to a point where I can find a straight back. It could be on the inside of your left foot with the right hand, outside, wherever you are. If you feel that you're bending the back, come back up slightly. Flat back, that's the main thing. Send the left hip to the back. I'm putting the left hand onto the hip. Just checking in with the right heel, pressing onto the mat. Back is straight. And then turn the left shoulder up and turn the left arm up, pointing the left thumb to the front of the mat. Keep pressing the right heel onto the mat. Your aim would be is to stack the shoulders without rounding the back, without lifting the right heel off the mat. It's all about back strength. And those back muscles, core muscles, twist the back. Release the hands onto the mat, framing the left foot, bend the left knee, and start lifting the right heel into standing split. I know it's burning in the left hamstring, so when you're ready, drop the head and shoulders, start lifting the right heel higher, and maybe use your left hand on the back of the left leg somewhere to pull. Place the right hand wherever you feel you've got more balance. Bring the left hand onto the mat and step the right foot onto the mat slowly. Feet hip distance. Inhale into a halfway lift. And exhale forward. Slowly come up into standing position, rounding the back, bending the knees. Roll the shoulders out on the top. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank or chaturanga. Meet me in downward dog. Hold your downward dog for one more breath. On your next inhale, lift the right heel behind you into three-legged dog and stack on the top as you exhale. Inhale, square the hips. Exhale, step through between the thumbs. A good tap on the nose with the knees, always good. Pivot the left heel onto the mat. Cartwheel up, warrior two. Sink into the right knee. Let's start a bind. Left hand behind you. Try and find the top of your right thigh. If you want to use that right hand to pull, bend the right knee more and place the fingertips there. And then reverse. Reach the right arm up and give it a slight back bend. Side angle. Left elbow, right elbow on the right knee or the inside. Keep the bind if you can. Turn the left shoulder up. Go a bit lower if you can. See if you want the bind again. I'm releasing the left hand from the thigh, reaching the right arm underneath the right hamstring. And see if you can find your fingertips. You might be able to find the wrists. Turn the left shoulder up. Keep bending the right knee. Release back into side angle. I'm reaching the arms, the left arm up. And then dive it down onto the mat. Turn into wide-legged forward fold. Straightening the right leg, turning the feet parallel. Walking the hands in the middle of the mat. Inhale into a flat back. And exhale, fold. Hold the stretch. Walk the fingertips to the left ankle. Turn your shoulder that way. And gently pull. Grab the back of your left leg somewhere. Bending the knees equally or straightening them equally. Coming back through center. Over to the other side. Grab the back of your right leg somewhere. Turn the shoulder that way and pull. Come back to center. One more halfway lift, inhale. And reach further down as you exhale. Turn the tailbone up. Reach behind you, back of the legs. Or bring the feet closer. Feel the hamstrings and inner thigh stretching. Slight bend in the knees. Bring the hands in front of you under your chest and just turn to the front of the mat into runner's lunge. Turn the right foot, right toes to the front. Shoot the right leg back, leave out chaturanga if you want, or go through it with me. Inhale, pushing weight forward, exhale, sink through. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Hold your downward dog for another breath. And let's repeat it on the other side. Lift the left heel. Inhale, three-legged dog. Start stacking the hips, bending the left knee if it's there. Square the hips, inhale. Exhale. Step through between the thumbs, a good tap on the nose is good. Right heel pivots on the mat. Cartwheel the arms up, warrior two. Shoulders back. Start the bind. If you want to, grab that right wrist with the left hand, pull it across. Try and place the fingertips onto the thigh. Reach the left arm up to reverse. Side angle. Left elbow on the left knee is good, or reach on the inside first. Turn the right shoulder up. See if you want the bind. Find the wrists or the hands. Turn the right shoulder up again. Bend the left knee slightly more. Release into side angle, right arm to the ceiling. And dive the hands onto the mat. Walk to the middle of the mat. Turn the feet parallel. Inhale into halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Good time to do a headstand if you want, or I'm going one more time each way, just folding towards the right foot first. Going back through center, folding to the left foot. You can start coming out of the headstand if you want. And then meet us in the middle. Again, taking it slightly further. If you're quite bending the hamstrings, inner thighs, bring the feet closer. Make it more challenging. Turn the tailbone up. And then forward as far as you manage. And hold for a couple more breaths. Turning tailbone up and having a micro bend in the knee is always good. Bring the hands underneath your chest. Turn to the front, which should be your left foot. Frame the left foot into runner's lunge. Shoot the left leg back. Last chaturanga of the day with me anyway. Inhale, push forward. Exhale, sink through. Inhale, cobra upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Hold it for 3 breaths. Focus on the shoulder stretch. Maybe drop the heels towards the mat. Drop the knees. Let's twist the back again. Twice more, and I promise you're done. Seated position. Right leg straight. Left foot in, over to the other side of the right thigh. Send the bum cheeks flat, right toes up. Left fingertips behind you. Long spine, inhale, reach the right arm up if you want. Hug the left knee with the elbow or press the elbow against the knee. Look over your left shoulder, exhale. Take one more breath to lengthen. And exhale, twist further. You should be feeling looser in the back. We've done a lot of twists. Shoulders away from the ears. Relax. Can you keep the left thigh on top of the right and go onto your back? Glide the thighs together so there is no gap between my left thigh and the right. Just hug them in. You might be able to grab the ankles, flex the feet and pull the ankles towards you. And you might get a good glute stretch. Hold it for another breath. And then release, arms in a T, and drop both knees over to your left. So your left calf is pulling your right knee across. I'm pulling both knees closer to my left armpit, looking over the right shoulder, keeping right shoulder blade flat if you can. So you're twisting your back the other way. If you want to help with the left hand, on top of the two knees or the top of your right thigh, feel free. And then slowly coming back through center, releasing the knees. And I'm afraid we have to sit back up one more time. Choose your way of sitting up. Maybe use the tummy muscles if it's there. And then once you're sitting up, flex the left foot to the sky. Bum cheeks are flat, right knee in. Plant it across to the outside of your left thigh. Lengthen the back, right fingertips behind you. Inhale, left arm up. And exhale, hug that right knee with the elbow or press the elbow against the knee. Inhale and lengthen through the back one more time. Exhale, twist. Come back through center. I'm keeping the right thigh on top of the left. Going onto my back. Starting with the glute stretch again. If you're gliding the thighs together, it might not work for you. To be honest, I'm not flexible enough for that. But if you grab the ankles, keep them bent and pull them towards you. Maybe relax the head and shoulders onto the mat. Find a glute stretch if you've got one that works better. And then release, make sure there is no gap between the right knee and the left. Arms in a T, draw the knees up to your chest and drop both of them over to your right. So the right calf is pulling your left thigh across. Helping with the right hand is always good. Keep the left shoulder blades flat. I'm pulling the knees closer to my right armpit. Looking over left shoulder. Untangle the knees and stay on your side. Bring the arms over to that side as well. And then Bring yourselves into a seated position slowly. Find a comfortable seated position. Lift your chest. Spine long, shoulders away from the ears. Let's do those circles, chin to chest. Circle one way. Other way, taking your time. Keep breathing. Keep your chin dropped for another breath. Bring your hands to the heart center. Keep your head bowed. Namaste.